Hello, grade 7 students. How are you doing? I hope that you're all doing fine. Welcome to your English class for week 1 of quarter 4. Today's lesson is all about the features of academic writing. My name is Davao, Austria, and I am your teacher for today. The learning competency for this lesson is distinguish features of academic writing. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to differentiate academic writing from non-academic writing, distinguish the features of academic writing, and express appreciation towards the importance of academic writing. Before we start, be sure to find a comfortable place to study. Prepare a pen and sheets of paper, and of course, listen to your teacher. I believe you're all set, so let's have your first task. Brainstorming. In this task, you'll need to list down the words that you can associate with the word academic. Remember that there are no wrong answers for this one, so write as many words as you can on your paper. Are you done? Great! Now, let's try to see some words that we can relate to the word academic. It could be classroom, research, professional, school, formal. It could be student, or right, or teacher, and many more. Now that you have generated and gathered ideas about academic writing from our brainstorming activity, let's have your second task. Sort this out. In this task, you have to classify the following texts to where you think they belong. Is it academic or non-academic? Let's start. Class essay. Is it academic or non-academic? Very good. It's academic. Theses. Yes, it's academic. Journal. You got it right. It's academic. How about diary? You're right again. It's non-academic. Now, term paper. Great. It's academic. Fiction novels. Academic or non-academic? Very good. It's non-academic. Text message. Academic or non-academic? Very good. It's non-academic. How about book reports? Right. It's academic. Magazine article. Right again. It's non-academic. Now, how about letters? Great job. It's non-academic. So, did you get a perfect score? I'm sure you did. Great job, students. Now, to answer your questions in mind and help you understand this lesson, let us talk about academic writing. What is academic writing? Academic writing refers to a piece of writing which focuses on specific academic subject or topic. It is clear, concise, focused, structured, and it is always backed up by evidence. It has also a formal tone and style, but it is not complex and does not require the use of long sentences and complicated vocabulary. Its purpose is to aid the reader's understanding. Some examples of academic text are essays, reports, and research paper. What is non-academic writing? Non-academic writing refers to a piece of writing which focuses on a general topic rather than any academic topic. It is not intended for an academic audience. It is intended for a lay audience or the mass public. Unlike academic writing, it uses informal, casual, and slang language. These types of articles as well are mostly personal, impressionistic, emotional, or subjective in nature. Some examples of non-academic text are magazine articles, personal or business letters, and novels. Going back to academic writing, it is important to remember that academic writing is not like other forms of writing. It has its own styles, rules, and conventions. There are 4 key features of academic writing: objectivity, formality, precision, and explicitness. Objectivity means that the main emphasis should be on the information that you want to give and the arguments you want to make, rather than you. It's objective rather than personal. You have to present information in an unbiased way with vocabulary that does not reflect opinions or personal feelings. Avoid using first person and second person point of view, such as I, you, we, me, and us. Instead, you can use the third person point of view, like he, she, it, they, or the researcher, the author, this study. For example, you can see the result in Table 1. The correct one is, the result can be seen in Table 1. Formality in writing relates to how well you obey standard English norms. This prohibits us in using the following. First, colloquial words and informal expressions. Expressions like stuff, a lot of, thing, sort of, or gonna. For example, the researcher got pretty good results. The formal one is, the researcher obtained encouraging results. Second, we have to avoid contractions or abbreviated forms, such as the words can't, doesn't, shouldn't. Third, we also have to avoid 2-word verbs or verb phrases, such as find out. Instead, we can use the word discover. Help out. Instead, we can use the word assist. Or move in. Instead, we can use the word transfer. Remember that in writing academic paper, we should see to it that all our verbs are written as one form. For example, the order was to call off the strike immediately. It should be, the order was to postpone the strike immediately. You need to also avoid using subheadings, numbering, and bullet points in formal essays, but use them in reports. Lastly, avoid asking questions. For example, what can be done to lower the cost? You can use declarative sentences instead. The next feature of academic writing is precision. From the word precise, you need to be exact or accurate. Academic writing is precise. Factual information, figures, or charts should all be provided, and nothing written there should leave room to interpretation. Hence, you have to avoid vague and ambiguous language. For example, do not use a lot of people when you can say 50 million people. Do not use the past when you can say from 1964 to 1997. The next feature of academic writing is explicitness. Explicitness pertains to coherence, cohesion, and clarity. Academic writing is explicit in its signposting of the organization of the ideas in the text. As a writer of academic English, it is your responsibility to make it clear to your reader how various parts of the text are related. These connections can be made clear or explicit using different signaling words. These words are however, because, similarly, furthermore, consequently, and many more. For example, if you are giving examples on your paper, you have to do it clearly. You can use the signal word, for example. If you think that one sentence gives reason for something in another sentence, then make it clear or explicit. You can use the word because. Again, remember that academic writing is objective, formal, precise, explicit, clear and concise, focused and structured, and evidenced accurately, while non-academic writing is informal and casual, personal, impressionistic, emotional, and it's subjective. Now that you know the details about academic writing and its features, let's have a short test. Do's and don'ts. All you need to do is to identify whether the statement should be or should not be done in academic writing. Just write check if yes and X if not on your paper. Ready? Let's start. Ask questions. Check or X? That's right, it's X. Provide precise facts or figures. Check or X? Very good, it's check. Use third-person point of view like he, she, and it. Check or X? That's right, it's check. Use phrasal verbs. Check or X? Correct, it's X. Use vague or ambiguous language. Check or X? It's X. Awesome. Use colloquialisms and informal expressions. Check or X? It's X. Avoid contractions. Check or X? It's check. Great job. Present ideas explicitly. Check or X? It's check. Use subheadings and bullet points in formal essays. Check or X? It's X. Good job. Organize ideas using signal words. Check or X? It's check. Great job. So, how about that, students? Did you get a perfect score? Great job, everyone. Now, let's have a short quiz. For the first item, what is academic writing? A. A piece of writing intended for a lay audience or the mass public. B. An old-fashioned way of writing. C. A formal, objective, precise, and explicit writing. Or D. A subjective form of writing. What's your answer? Very good. The correct answer is C. Academic writing is a formal, objective, precise, and explicit writing. For the second item, constructions are A. Two-word verbs. B. Shortened form of a word. C. Formal terms. Or D. A group of words with a metaphorical or not literal meaning. What's your answer? Very good. It's B. Conjunctions are shortened form of a word. What are some examples of academic text? A. Diary, essay, research paper, and term paper. B. Book review, email, thesis, or personal letter. C. Magazine articles, journal articles, letter, and report. Or D. Essay, book report, textbook, and term paper. What's your answer, students? Great! It's letter D. Some examples of academic text are essay, book report, textbook, and term paper. For the next item, objectivity in academic writing means A. Writing with the use of signal words. B. Presenting information in an unbiased way. C. Providing specific information. Or D. Avoiding a vague and ambiguous language. The answer is letter B. Presenting information in an unbiased way. For the next item, precision in academic writing means A. Presenting information in an unbiased way. B. Writing with the use of signal words. C. Avoiding a vague and ambiguous language. Or D. Providing specific information. What's your answer? Correct. It's D. Providing specific information. For our last item, which of the following sentences is written formally? A. Researchers look at the way strain builds up around a fault. B. The price has gone up. C. The government has made considerable progress. D. We can solve the problem. What's your answer? That's correct. It's C. The government has made considerable progress. And so you have completed our quiz. Great job, students! Now it's time for your last task. Task number 4. Q&A. Answer the following questions on your paper. First, what is academic writing? What is non-academic writing? What is the difference between academic and non-academic writing? Is academic writing important? Why? Dear students, always remember, academic writing, like any genre of writing, carries a set of expectations and conventions. Academic writing adheres to the formal, objective, precise, and explicit style of writing. And that will be all for our lesson today. Thank you so much for listening and participating. This just shows your eagerness and love for learning. If you have questions about the topic, don't hesitate to ask for help from your teachers, your parents or guardians, siblings, or to anyone at home. Once again, this is Teacher Nova Austria. Keep safe and God bless us all.